Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. Now, I thought my first video today was going to be about, the upcoming Supreme Timberland collaboration, the Supreme accessories, because that is our last part of our Supreme series. And there's just so much releasing. I had all these plans, I had a little thing written up, and then I got a knock at the door. And somebody delivered something. So I kind of feel like I have to do this one. It has to be the first video. So in today's first video, we're going to be unboxing the Derschutze Titans hoodie. Okay guys, so just to fill you guys, first time viewers in or long time viewers that don't know much about Derschutze, I thought I'd just do a quick recap before I start unboxing this. So Derschutze, or I think it translates to the Marksman, is a up and coming German streetwear brand. I think they've only got around almost 40,000 followers on Instagram. They've been blowing up over the past 12 months because of their amazing releases that they've been doing every couple weeks. Now, in 2019, they were pumping the releases out. There was no stopping them. We copped basically most of them on the channel. There were only a few that we missed out on, and honestly, looking back, I'm really disappointed that I missed out on a couple of them. But just for some examples of what to expect from Derschutze quality wise, what you get for €64.99 is a heavyweight cotton hoodie. So these weigh about 1 kilo each. To compare it, if you have a champion heavyweight cotton hoodie or a supreme heavyweight cotton hoodie, it's around about the same weight as those. They're not really soft, and well, they are soft, but they're not really lightweight cotton hoodies like these Gildan ones that this Gildan one that I've got on right now. They are heavyweight, and they feature, most of the time like this one, an embroidered box logo art piece done with a small independent artist on Instagram. It's really cool. The brand reaches out to these small-time artists and asks if they would like to do a piece with them. It's a really cool system. This is probably my favorite one so far. This is the Painter hoodie. I've copped many over the period of the past 12 months, so we'll just go over some of them that I've picked up. This is the Painter hoodie. Amazing embroidered detailing here. No special effects with it, but it does kind of shine when I move the light in it. You can kind of see it now, can't you? When you shine it, it's a really cool piece. Moving on, this one was not a embroidered one, which was the reason why some people were not looking to pick it up. But this is the Astro V2 Hoody. Hard to see until I move the detail right up to the camera, but that is a spaceman fighting, an astronaut fighting a monster. It just looks like a normal black and white box logo, but when you put it in the light, it has UV reactive material on it. So when it comes into the light, the actual artwork lights up when UV light, light from the sun, hits it. It's a really cool detail. I bought it because it was a white hoodie from them, and I haven't actually bought any white hoodies from Derschutze before, so this was my first white hoodie. Most of the releases that they do as of late have been on black hoodies. Here's another example here. The Police Volume 1. This one features a little box logo art piece with police fighting in a riot. This one's glow in the dark, so you charge it up with UV light, and then when the sun goes down, the UV light is still active on the piece and it glows in the dark. Really cool piece. Absolutely love this one. This was the restock of it. This wasn't the original, this was the restock of it. And last but not least, the first hoodie that I ever copped from them, which was the Dream hoodie. Lenticular print, so when I move in the light, the actual image moves as well, but obviously the camera can't pick it up because it's not very good at picking that up. So you can't see it, but that's what the actual art piece looks like. It's a little fella sleeping in their bed. Oh, the woman. It's a woman sleeping in her bed with a little floating night lamp there that you can see off to the side. Really cool piece. This was the piece before Derschutze upgraded their quality of their blanks. This is still a really amazing quality blank, but for some reason Derschutze came out and said they weren't happy with it. They upgraded their blanks to what the other hoodies were that I showed you guys, and they didn't even up the price. It's absolutely insane. I can't believe they did that. Personally, this is probably my least favorite blank, not my least favorite art piece, but my least favorite blank. out of what's come out of them so far, because the drawstrings were just really long and cheap looking. Overall, the quality is still really good, but it just doesn't compare to all the other hoodies that they've released later on. They've now moved on to that new quality blank, which is what this hoodie will be made out of. And this hoodie, the Titans hoodie that I'll be unboxing today, is the first grey hoodie that I've copped from them, and the first grey hoodie that they've done in actually a little while now. This one unfortunately is not embroidered. A lot of people really wanted their first release of 2020 to be embroidered, but the Titans hoodie was a print. The special feature about the Titans hoodie though is that it's a 3D print. So some of the aspects of the print will actually pop out and you can actually feel them, and they have like textures to them and stuff like that. It's really cool. The Titans hoodie features 2 basketball players playing on the court, and the actual basketball itself pops out and you can actually like feel the basketball pop out. It's really cool. I'm really keen to actually get into it. When it did drop, it dropped in a shirt form or a hoodie form. Now, I'm a hoodie guy. I'd much rather, if someone's going to offer me a graphic and the graphic's going to come on a hoodie or a t-shirt, I'm going to buy the hoodie every time. So I had to get the hoodie. The hoodie was the preference. The hoodie was the goal here. And we managed to pick it up. Now, Derschutze releases all their items at Monday, 6 PM CET time. Unfortunately, in Australian time, that's on the Tuesday at 4 AM. So yes, I complain about it all the time on the channel. You gotta wake up really early if you're Australian if you want to cop this stuff. But it's really good. It's really good quality. It's a really good alternative for people that want heavyweight cotton hoodies, that want a higher quality than Champion, but don't want to pay the price of Supreme. It's a really good middle ground, you know, it's exactly where you want to be. So they're really cool pieces. My only critique of the pieces is that the hoods are quite small. I'm a big-headed guy, if you can't tell, if the camera ain't picking that up, and the hoods I find are a little bit too small for me. You know, I look like a nun half the time when I put it on, and, you know, praise Jesus and all that. So it'll probably be the same with this. Unfortunately, I dressed up to do all these other videos and I wasn't actually prepared for an unboxing video today, so I'm gonna have to change completely when I try it on. But without further ado, let's unbox the Derschutze Titans hoodie. So I've already lost a layer. Man, it's the perfect, the Kids See Ghost hoodie works perfectly with that guest piece, and I was gonna have it, I was gonna do it for all my videos today, but no. Derschutze is like, nah, you gotta think of a new style for today. I've actually already thought of a piece that I can wear this with my my YSL trench coat that I got, like from Files London Vintage. I think that'll go hard with this grey hoodie. I think it'll work really well. But geez, the packaging pretty damn tough with this one. Okay. Whew. Whew. Look at this big boy. Look at this. Flipping it over. There's the actual graphic. You can see it there. Move it into the camera a little bit better. Hopefully the plastic's making it a little bit harder because the light's reflecting off of it. Let's read what it has down here. Okay. There we go. It says down here in the bottom corner, Derschutze Titans hoodie, size, extra large. I'm an extra large fella. 2nd of March 2020. Oh my god, what's the date today? 24th. It took 22 days to get here. I told you guys, it's almost a month. Because Australia is in the middle of nowhere, it literally was almost a month. That's crazy. About a week off. It has special written down the bottom right hand corner there. Special 3D textured basketball. I'm trying to feel it through the plastic, but it's not working. Okay, let's get it open. Okay, so this, just to confirm, no stickers as of yet. I'm waiting for the day when they start putting stickers in it, but I doubt that day's gonna come. It's those little things, guys. You're starting up a streetwear brand, you include little things like stickers and stuff. It's free advertisement. They put the stickers on their laptops, the street, people will see it, they'll Google it. Big brain stuff there. Stickers. Seriously, stickers. So just a little invoice to say, yep, oh, okay. It's 64 euros, not even 64.99. I remember it used to be 64.99, so lowered the price there. Not gonna argue with that. Okay, there you go. So the artist that they've collaborated with, according to the order summary, is Simon Demaret. Simon D-E-M-A-R-E-T. Demaret. Don't know how you say that last name, sorry Simon, but yeah. Okay, so that's the artist that they collaborated with to get the art piece for the Titans hoodie. let's dive into it though and have a look at yeah, have a look at it. Have a look at the Titans hoodie. So whew, you can feel the weight to it, you know. This is heavy stuff. This is heavy stuff. You can definitely feel that it is a kilo. I hope that they improve the size of their hoods this time around. They may actually do that without announcing it, but I'm in my doubts. Oh, straight away. You can feel the heavyweight cotton, this stuff. I feel like I could skate in this and it won't rip. You know, like that feeling. If you've ever worn a heavyweight cotton hoodie before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's so thick and so heavy that you feel like you could skate in it and you wouldn't even break it. Okay, oh my god, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was actually going to be, but I suppose it is an extra large. So, whew, look at that. Bam. There is the Titans hoodie graphic outside of the plastic with the, oh, it's 3 basketball players. There you go, 3 basketball players playing. Apparently it's got a, oh yeah, it actually feels like a basketball too. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. The print's really high quality. You can see the sheen on it as well when I move it around. This looks like a really well printed hoodie. It doesn't feel like it's coming out of the piece. It feels like it's a part of the actual piece, like it's actually made from the material and it's not just been printed on. It's a really good quality print actually. Let's have a look at the tags. Okay, yep. Ever since, ooh, when was it? I want to say the Police Volume 1 restock, maybe? I can't remember. You'd have to go back and watch my old videos, but ever since a long time ago, they've been doing the painter graphic for their tags. That's the tags they use these days. They have the Derschutze logo on it. It says Derschutze 500 GSM, and obviously the size next to it. Yeah, I think these blanks are made in Bangladesh. The last time I checked, they have a little tag on it that says made in Bangladesh. Made in Bangladesh down there. Yep. So these are really, really high quality samples. I honestly would love to travel to places around the world and see all the different like quality cotton samples that the world has to offer. Because Bangladesh, if they can offer this, man, they offer some goddamn high quality samples. I tell you what, I definitely tell you that. Well, the only thing left to do is to try it on, fellas. So that is the hoodie. Just one more time to showcase it while I'm not wearing it. There it is there. Very small drawstrings, which is a lot nicer. It looks a lot nicer. Quite long, comes all the way down to the bottom of the actual art piece itself. I mean, not that people are faking this brand, but just in case. But I haven't heard of anyone faking Derschutze yet, but who knows, if they get big enough, you know, the fake market will come round and people will start buying them. So that's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to try it on and let's see what the Titans hoodie looks like on person. And here it is, guys. Here it is. So I've comboed it with, as I said, the vintage YSL trench coat that I got from Files London Vintage, just because the hoodie is quite light in color and I didn't want something like a dark overcoat over the top of it, because then it brings attention to the hoodie because it's contrasting with the dark overcoat. I kind of wanted it to blend with the actual outfit, so choosing a lighter overcoat seemed to be the better way to go. Although in saying that, the coat is still quite dark, so it's especially when you look at the hood, it is still contrasting quite a bit. I kind of wish it would blend a little bit more, but that's okay. That's okay. I still think that this is the way to go to definitely style a grey hoodie. Sorry, this may sound really weird, but I don't have a grey hoodie, so styling a grey hoodie is kind of like a first for me at the moment, because I usually have, well, you know, you guys know, and as you saw by all the other Derschutze pieces, I'm a big fan of black hoodies, big fan of white hoodies, and I kind of just stick to having these like monochromatic outfits, and I don't blend too much, and this is like my first test like blending, and I think it does work quite well. I think, let me know in the comment section below how you feel about that, because I think it blends quite well. Moving on to the actual quality of the Titans hoodie, it is basically, as you expect, very high quality, exactly what Derschutze normally delivers. I do just have to quickly quite say, it does feel softer than the previous releases. I just like had a little feel of like some of the older pieces back here, and then I compared them to this one. They still feel like the same grain, but this one somehow feels softer. It still feels quite heavyweight. It's still heavyweight cotton, but it doesn't feel as solid as these ones here. You may or may not like that. It'll come down to your personal preference. I don't mind it. Honestly, it still feels really, really comfy. Obviously, it doesn't look like they've fixed the issue because look, I'm still a nun. I'm still a nun. Wow, my hearing actually went as soon as I put that on, but yeah. We still looking like a nun out here, so kind of just would like a little bit more room, you know, because I don't know, maybe this is a preference for you guys, maybe you guys like this, but this is, look at it, see, it looks too nun spec. Nah. There we go, that's a little bit better. Yeah, definitely having the hood off would be my preference for styling it. Having it on, my head's just too big. My head's just too big for this. If my only critique would be make it a little bit bigger for the big-headed guys. I love big hoods, and that's still why Supreme is still like really popular with me, because Supreme has huge hoods. I wear a large in Supreme. I'm like 6'5", about 110 to 15 kilos. I wear a large. It is a little bit of a smaller fit on the length, but all round, like, it's fine with the movement and everything like that. And when I wear it in, it does stretch a little bit. And their hoods at a large, not even an extra large. I assume the hoods get a little bit larger when you go to extra large, but even with just a large, the hoods are massive. The hoods are massive on Supreme pieces, and it's perfect. I absolutely love it, don't get me wrong. But the only downside is that if I wanted to keep buying large Supreme hoodies, I would have to pay a lot higher prices than a Derschutze one. So if Derschutze literally just increased their hood size just like a little bit, I would be buying it all day, every single time over Supreme hoodies all the time, because the price difference is so monumental between a Supreme hoodie, even on retail, even on the resale market, versus a Derschutze hoodie on the retail market and on the resale market. You can literally go onto like Grailed right now and look at like Derschutze hoodies that people are selling. They're selling them for like mid 100 to 200 USD, and that's still cheaper than some of the expensive you know, Supreme hoodies that people are reselling on the market. And honestly, the resale price that they're asking for the Derschutze ones is sometimes cheaper than the retail of Supreme ones. The resale of that's crazy. But yeah, so just to compare it, obviously it is a little bit more expensive than Champion. Champion usually comes in around like 100 or 130 Australian from memory. It's been a long time since I've bought a Champion hoodie. I kind of only buy Champion hoodies if they're like collaborations with artists and stuff like that. But yeah, so obviously Champion is still a cheaper alternative to Derschutze, so if you still want a cheaper alternative, I'd say hit up Champion. Champion is really, really good. Honestly, a lot of people skip over it because they remember it as like this like cheesy brand that dads would wear. It's come back, man. It's a really good brand these days, and it always was. It was just that people had this weird perception of it as like a dad brand. But anyway, back to the Derschutze piece. It's awesome. The print feels really, really cool. I love the actual textured basketball. That's really cool. I love that I can feel that. The print's really nice. The gray color is really nice. It's like an ash gray. It looks really cool. It feels really, really soft, but still quite heavy cotton. Not as I don't know. It still says 500 GSM, and the rest of them were 500 GSM. But I don't know. It might be just my perception or something. But this feels lighter than the actual like the previous ones that are also 500 GSM. So I'm like kind of confused. I'm like, really? Like they're the same weight? Because it doesn't feel that way, which maybe that's a really good sign of their quality, that they're able to like manipulate the cotton so it feels like it's lightweight, but it's actually heavy. I don't know, man, but if it's just really good, it's a really solid piece. I mean, I'm happy with it. The print's really, really cool. It's always placed at a really nice location on the chest as well. Not too high up, but not too far down, just perfectly straight in the middle. And when you chuck, like, as you can see now, with like an overcoat over it or something like that, it still exposes the art piece, but it also, in a way, with having the overcoat, it also allows them to, you know, their eyes are drawn to it. I mean, that's probably the case with you guys right now. The artwork is your eyes are being drawn to the artwork because of the extra layer there. I really like it. I mean, as I've been saying, I'd personally style the gray with like a lighter hoodie to work with it, to blend with it, instead of using like darker pieces to contrast. But you can do either. You could wear like a black denim jacket over the top of this and just have the hoodie as like a contrast. You could do that. It's up to you. You style it how you want to style it, but I'm feeling blending is the way to go for this one. I would just wear white or black hoodies if I wanted to contrast really heavily. But yeah, that's it. That's all I really got to say. For 64 euros, 10 euro shipping, so all up 74 euros, which is about 128 Australian. Maybe because the Australian dollar's gone down, it might be like 132 now. I think it was 132 when I bought this one. This is a really clean piece. I'll be interested to see if Derschutze decides to use this softer cotton. I mean, maybe I'm tripping, but this feels softer. This feels like they've changed it up a little bit. The tag looks exactly the same as the previous releases though, so it looks like it's coming out of the same factory still, but it just feels softer. And I'm really confused by this. I'm like, what? It's softer, but weighs the same? How do you do it? What magic trick are you using, Derschutze? Who are you hiring in Bangladesh to do these crazy samples? Because it feels softer, yet you're saying it's the same weight. I'm blown away. I really love it though. It is a really sick piece. It's really awesome. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if they continue to use these, what feels like softer samples, for their further releases that are going to be coming out in 2 to 3 weeks time. We're just gonna have to play it by ear on when they're actually releasing, guys. Of course, I'll talk about it on the channel, but all round, as a review, I'm happy with this. This is really good. I mean, to think about it, to compare it, this cost me all up like what, like 132, maybe 128 Australian dollars. If I was to go out and buy a heavy cotton champion hoodie, it would probably cost me around about the same price, right? I paid basically the price for a free piece of artwork on the chest as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with this. As I said, the only critique that I have is for the big-headed fellas like me, just making the hood a little bit bigger. That's all I've really got to say. I don't know if they're planning on changing that at all. Maybe I should message Derschutze about it and just say, hey, considering making your hoods a little bit bigger. Because I don't know, I would love to put my hood on, but I look kind of ridiculous. I'm looking like a nun, and I don't really want to look like a nun. So yeah, that's about it. All round, it's a good hoodie. It's a really good hoodie. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the actual print now that you can see it on person? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Do you like the print, or are you still waiting for those embroidered hoodies? I know a lot of you guys, when I first made the Titans hoodie, you were like, it's cool, but I want the embroidered stuff. Look, I totally feel you. I want the embroidered stuff too. You've seen my collection now. I want the embroidered stuff too, fellas. Let me know how you feel about it on a grey blank. Would you have preferred it on a different color, or is grey the way to go with this art piece? Are you excited for the next Derschutze releases to come out in 2 to 3 weeks? What do you think's going to come out? You know, I know it's very hard to predict because they sign on all these amazing Instagram artists and stuff like that. It's hard to predict what they're actually going to release, but I'm super keen. I'll be covering any announcements that they do on their stories, any new pieces they announce, obviously. And yeah, just let me know on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, the comment section below, fellas. How do you feel about the Derschutze? How do you feel about the Titans hoodie? And what are you keen for in their upcoming releases? Let me know everything you've got to say in that comment section below. That's all we really had to say about it, guys. It was an awesome piece. I really enjoyed unboxing it. I'm actually really looking forward to wearing it and putting it in like a bunch of outfits. I think it works really well with this overcoat, and be really keen to actually style it with some other outwear pieces that I have and see if it works better with contrasting with darker pieces, or if it just works better to blend it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how I'm feeling about it. But that is the Titans hoodie that came out on March 2nd, delivered to me on March 24th. Took its time, but it always does, and I'm not complaining about it because the shipping's a really reasonable price. Only critique that I came up with was the hood size. That's the case for the brand across the board though. It's not necessarily just this hoodie. It's just the brand has smaller hoods than other brands that I know and love. So thought I'd put that out there. If you want me to cover more Derschutze pieces and more upcoming releases to do with them, you know what you gotta do. You gotta like the video, comment down below that you want to see more, and of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel and want to see more Derschutze content, well, you know how to fix that one. You click the big old red subscribe button. I'll be looking forward to cover more streetwear releases this week. Lots is dropping, lots of Supreme stuff. Lots of other brands that have released recently, but they're not getting the love they deserve, so I want to cover them as well. And yeah, it's going to be a really good week. It's going to be a really good week, guys. So until that next streetwear video, until that next Derschutze video, until that next sneaker video, guys, because we have been delaying on them. So until the next sneaker video, I'll catch you later.